And the first thing that I'm going to do is scroll down to this application installer, and then I'll install WordPress. And you'll see I just click this. I'll tell it that I want it on the front page. Any of those, I'm just going to tell it to install. And when I do that, you'll see if I go to Cal State Flowers right now, you'll see it's already installed, but it's not fully installed. And so it's going to go through, finish doing this, and then we're going to see what happens. It's at about 29% right now, and once it finishes, we'll do a couple of other things. And so it's installed, and so this is the website. This right here is the administrative console. Okay, so when I reload this page here, now you'll see that it says that it's installed. That is this website, which is this. The administrative console is this. It'll ask me to log in, and I'm already logged in. It says this is the onboarding process. I'll just tell it this. What type of service am I going to do? We want it to be e-commerce. I'll tell it this. We can give it a name, CIS 3010 02. We'll tell it to continue. It says, what are you looking to achieve with the site? You can choose more than one item, or you can just choose one, or you don't have to choose any at all. And you can skip all of this. You'll see it says choose the design that you want. There are some free designs, and then there are some not so free designs. So they're called themes, and we'll look at them. And so we'll look at this one right here. I'll tell it to import this theme content, and it starts to build my site. It's checking the requirements, downloading some plugins. And now downloading the theme template. And it's kind of finished. So I'm going to visit the website. You'll see the dashboard and then the assistant. Now this is what our site looks like. But we have to go in and configure this stuff. Okay? So when I say go to the WordPress dashboard, this is what it is that I want to do. Now you'll see, because I chose this particular theme, it automatically installed this WooCommerce for me. Okay, it automatically installed payments and all of the other stuff, for me. And so I don't have to necessarily worry about doing that. I could, tell it under these plugins to add a new plugin. You'll see these plugins. Whoops, right here. Where's WooCommerce? Here's WooCommerce. It automatically installed it. Okay, I'm going to tell it to add a new plugin. And you'll see, I could have told it to add WooCommerce, but WooCommerce is already installed. So here's WooCommerce. It says that it's active. Here's Google for WooCommerce. And so since I know that, I'm going to type in AliExpress ALD, because I know this one, is going to do what I want it to do. And so that's this. It says ALD drop shipping and fulfillment for AliExpress and WooCommerce. I say install. Okay. Then I'd say activate. And then it gives me this information. I'm going to tell it to install this Chrome extension. Okay, I say add to Chrome, add the extension. Okay, and now that it's done that, I can tell it next. It was here, I went back here, I tell it next. it asks me for my product settings, right here. This right here is where you tell it how much you want to, put your margin in. For typical retail, it's anywhere from 3 to 4 times whatever it is. I'm going to put 3.2, just so that we can 3.2. So we're going to tell it to multiply by 3.2. And I'm going to say connect the extension right here in green. It asks me to approve it. I approve it. Okay. And now I can select next, and it'll say, hey, these are some things that we think you should consider. Where it says the recommendations. Unless I'm missing something. Let's see, we have this, we have this, we have this. Oh, I should show you this. You can bring in nothing, the item specifics, or just the product description, or item specifics and product description. I'm going to bring it in all of it so that you can see all of the things that it can do. But I suggest you going in and editing it after a while. But it's not going to do that, and that's okay. So I'll just return to my dashboard. And in this case, I'm going to tell it to look for that ELM 327. Remember that little thing that I showed you guys? Okay, so here are some of them. Let's just say this one here for $1.29. Okay, it said it added it. And now I'll just tell it, here's one for 92 cents. Again, you'd be able to find it for cheaper, but you have to look for it. I'm going to tell it, to finish this. And now I'll just go directly into AliExpress. Here's AliExpress.com. And if I tell it to look for, somebody name a product, type of product, something that's reasonable.
AirPods?
I'm sorry?
AirPods?
I didn't hear you. I'm just typing in glasses. Okay, so here are some glasses. Okay, so you see, I can just click on this plus sign, and it'll add it. It tells me that I have to at least select one working domain, to do it. But let's go back into our site here, and you see this import list. Should pop up in a few seconds. So here are those ELMs that we did, and we can tell it to import. Okay, and we can tell it to import the other one. So now we have these two products, on our site, and somehow if we, go to our site, I've got to find out where it is. Okay, these are items that are here. Let's see if it'll give us a new product. Services, no. Let's our WooCommerce site with this. I'm going to, because I don't want this video to be too long, I'm just going to